You're listening to the Croquet Desk. I'm Hugo Vane, and with me as ever is Cordelia Fanshawe, a woman who has never once doubted her own lawn or her own opinions.
Both are in excellent condition, Hugo.
Good to hear it. Today we have results from England, a look at what Austria has been up to, and Australia. And Cordelia will be picking through the detail on all three.
There is rather a lot to get through.
Then let's not delay. The results first. Results now, and three tournaments demanded attention this week. Nottingham's Premier Series, the Wiltshire Open at Hamptworth, and over in Perth, the Cambridge GC Singles Club Championship. At Nottingham, a busy card. Among the standout scorelines, a 10-6 win over Mike Bilton, and Rachel G. beaten twice, 6-7 and 2-7.
G losing twice in the same event is worth noting. She's not someone who drops games cheaply, so whoever was on the right end of those results will have earned them.
Down at Hamptworth, the Wiltshire Open produced some heavy golf croquet scorecards. 10-7 over Hugh Risebrough twice, 10-9 over Steve Haynes, and a 10-5 over Chris Roberts in the later rounds.
Reaching double figures in golf croquet means you're running through hoops at pace and giving the other player very little purchase. Those margins in a competitive open field are not trivial.
And in Perth, Cambridge GC's Club Championship produced perhaps the most consistent performer of the week. One player winning 7-0 over Ian Tolling and 7-1 over Brian Hadley, among a string of 7 hoop victories across multiple days.
7-0 and 7-1 in a club championship. That's dominant and sustained over several days against a full field, which is the part that actually matters.
The Wiltshire Open at Hamptworth. And the story of the final rounds really was the 10-point scoreline, with Risebrough and Steve Haynes both pushed to 9 repeatedly.
Risebrough took 10-9 twice across the event, Haynes the same. That's not a quirk, that's a pattern. And it tells you both of them were making their opponents work for every hoop.
And yet the 10-7 over Risebrough also appears. So the margin wasn't always that tight.
Which is the interesting part. The same player who conceded 9 in one game gave up only 7 in another. So the 10-9 scoreline reflects the match condition on that occasion, not a fixed ceiling on what Risebrough could do.
The results don't name a winner across the full draw. We have the individual scorelines, but not the final standings.
Then we say that and stop. What the card does show is that the 10-point format produced genuine competition in the late rounds, and Risebrough and Haynes were at the centre of most of it.
The Wiltshire Open, then. A card full of close finishes, and 2 names who kept appearing in them. And finally, something a little different and rather good. Adam Barr, a member of North Toronto Croquet Club, has built an independent golf croquet rankings and data platform, gcrankings.com.
Rankings in this game have always been harder to track than they should be. So someone actually building the infrastructure for it is worth noting.
Done independently, apparently. Not a governing body project.
Which is often how the useful things get done.
gcrankings.com. Worth a look if you follow the competitive golf croquet circuit. Before we go, the date to have in the diary: the AC World Team Championship and the MacRobertson Shield Centenary Open at Roehampton and Hurlingham on the 24th of July.
The Centenary, yes. 100 years of the MacRobertson Shield, and England are hosting it.
England's 6-player squad has been named. Ewan Burridge, Callum Johnson, J.P. Moberly as captain, Stephen Mulliner, Toby Savage, and Aston Wade.
Mulliner's presence gives them experience at the top, and Moberly as captain is a considered choice. But the quality of the opposition will determine whether any of that matters.
Round 1 runs through to the 28th at Roehampton and Hurlingham, with the full championship running to the 9th of August.
Reg Bamford came into 2026 as reigning AC World Champion, so whoever faces him in team play will have their work cut out.
2 weeks of the finest association croquet on English lawns. The 24th of July is where it begins. And that brings us to the close of play. Thank you, as ever, for your company. Do tell your friends, subscribe if you'd be so kind, and may your hoops run ever in your favor. Good evening.